Not for me. Probably not for you. Hello, hello. Welcome back, or welcome to my channel if you are new. I am Julie, and I'm a longtime picker, thrifter, buyer, seller of antiques, uniques, vintage, secondhand, and pre-loved items. And it is Tuesday, so that means we are in storage garage number 2. But I'm going to do something a little different today. I'm going to stir it up. I usually hand pick items from my storage, my inventory storage, to get listed into my eBay store. But today I've got 20 items that I'm going to show you that are still in my eBay store. They have not yet sold. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe they're too expensive. Maybe they're not expensive enough. Maybe nobody needs or wants them. Maybe nobody knows they're here. Maybe nobody knows I'm here. Anyway, this is going to be a fun episode. I hope you stay on. And seriously, these items are still in my eBay store, and surprisingly so. So I'm going to show you those, and I'll show you a little blurps in the top, I think, right-hand corner to show you my listings. By the way, my eBay store is ATTIC Treasures Flea Market. So I invite you to go ahead and browse. But before we do that, I need a coffee, and I'd love if you joined me. Now, let's see. On Friday, I'm just going to do a half a cup. It's hot out there. It's actually humid. I'm here in Maine, so if you're familiar with New England, when it's humid in New England, it's hot. So I still drink hot coffee, even in the summer. So what I was talking about was on Friday, I was telling you that I had some spots removed from my nose, and the results came back negative for any squamous cell stuff. So right now, though, they're kind of sort of in their ugly stage. So you may see me hiding myself because I'm a little self-conscious these days. But let's get started. What hasn't sold? Well, this is a vintage, small version, but vintage clam hod, H-O-D. Some people call them barges. Around here, they're known as hods. It's wood. It's been used. Not too weathered, though. And that is still in my eBay store. I don't know why. It's actually, there are a few others on eBay that are less expensive than mine. So what's up with that? And then I have an old, rusty crusty nursery scale. And it's Chatillon. And I'm going to show you that. There's 2 fun fellas on the top. They don't go with the scale, but they're here with me today. They're my entertainment, if you might say. It actually works, but of course it shows its age. So I don't know. Is anyone weighing babies anymore? So I'm hoping that these fellas will get this scale sold soon. Okay. 2 things. A twofer. Let's do the the seagulls. No, they're not real. They're fake or faux. But I have a bunch of them for sale in my eBay store. And I can't believe they're still there. Mine look very realistic, by the way. And the other ones on eBay really don't. So, you know, if you're looking for a seagull, now it's got the webbed feet, if you can see that. May have to hold them this way. And it's got some wire so that you can secure him to your basket or your display or whatever you fancy. And he's even got a neat beak or bill, or I don't know, what do seagulls have? But the ones on eBay don't really look realistic. You know, like the nose and the feet are like orange. They're not orange. Well, at least they're not orange here in Maine. So, again, I have a bunch of these in my eBay store. And I do offer a quantity discount. So you get a discount if you buy more than one. Does that entice you? All right, basket. This is one of those caddy baskets. It's wicker. It looks like the primary color was probably a dark brown black, and it was kind of whitewashed. But yeah, baskets. I thought baskets were in this year. But I've sold a few, but just not the ones that I thought would sell first. So this is in my eBay store, and it's got divided compartments waiting for you. All right, here we go. An old hat box, Mallory hats, and it's got a little thing on the side. It's intact. And I'll open it up for you. It's even got that little thing. Well, it's not really that little. That keeps your hat, you know, in place. No hat, just the box. Maybe that's the problem. People want the hat with the box. Or maybe they just don't want to buy something that's like a box being sent in another box. I don't know. But I do know I've sold several of those box hats. So this one's still here. I don't know why. And then, well, you know, I used to, or I took up golfing like years and years ago, and none recent. I don't claim to really be a very good player, but I tried. But what I have here is a vintage putter. And I will show you there. Bronze. What is the number on that? Let's see, 4 score. And I want to put that up close. I'm hoping that focuses for you. There we go. And everything is good. It's got a good grip. But you know, I don't know. This might bring you good luck. If you're out on the golf course and you're having a bad game, I think having an old or vintage putter would bring you better luck. Oh, I'm gonna save this for last, so don't let me forget that. I don't know. I better put it somewhere where I won't forget it. Okay. What else? Shoe forms. These aren't overly old, but they're Church's English shoes, cedar, and the size is a XXL. So that would be extra, extra large. Same thing. So they're the same. But they're still in my eBay store. Again, I have sold shoe forms, and these are the ones that are still hanging around. I don't know. Do people use these anymore? And then, let's see. It's summer. So what do some people do in the summer besides play golf? Well, they might play tennis. And what do I have here? I have a Davis Cup certified Wright and Ditson tennis racket with its brace. The brace does have all of its nuts. Even though I might not have all of my nuts, but anyway, you know, this is nice. And I guess I guess there's somebody's name written on it. Is that why it hasn't sold yet? But, you know, it could have been a big winner at the Davis Cup, because it says Davis Cup. Oh, well, if you need an extra racket, at least you know where to find one. Then there's badminton. And these are a set that's a pair of two Wilson Zephyr badminton rackets. They're in great shape. And again, it comes with its brace frame. I'll put it up nice and close for you. And I remember as a kid, all those hours we used to spend out in the backyard, either with my brothers or the neighborhood kids playing badminton. So I still have this set in my eBay store. So is badminton still a thing? And if it is, I've got those two rackets. And then here's basically sort of an antique. And this is going to be a little heavy, so bear with me. But this is Underwriters Laboratories certified and tested and certified fire extinguisher. A hand manual pump fire extinguisher, and it holds 4 gallons. Tamco, let's see. Yeah, Tamco, Ohio. So let me put this right up there. And, you know, now, realistically, you're not going to use this. I suppose you could, but I know there are others, and this is, I'm going to say, possibly an antique. It's got the pump. There are others on eBay, but they're missing their hose. Mine has a hose. So, again, in my eBay store, ready to put out a fire. Not really. Okay. Hands got a little dirty on that one. All right, here, okay. Man cave. I know there's got to be a man cave out there that needs this. The man cave. What happens here stays here. It's a wood or composite, wood composite sign. It says Beachcombers 2010. That's some stick residue from probably the price tag. It does come with one of those sawtooth hooks or hangers. But there you go. Man cave. I guess I need to find the right man cave for this. Maybe you could help me. Oh, a couple more things to go up on a wall. Oh, isn't it baseball season? So these really shouldn't be in my eBay store. I have two. I'm going to call that needlecraft. I'm not exactly certain. But this one is an outfielder. These are framed. This appears to be a wood, well, it is a wood frame, but it appears to be oak. It's got a mat. There's no glass on it, so it's just the needle point. And that one's the outfielder. Did he catch the ball? Yeah, he caught the ball. Look at that. And the back is just cardboard. So that's one. And then his teammate, the catcher, same thing, oak frame, matted. And the catcher, oh, it looks like, I guess he's going to catch a ball. So it's not caught yet. Maybe that's why that hasn't sold. And again, the back is just cardboard. So yeah, I'm hoping that these two items are the highlight of your ball game. I have a couple more baskets. Oh, one of my favorite birds, the cardinal. I have this basket here. I should probably just hold one at a time. Has the cardinals on the side, and it's lined with plastic, and it is somewhat rounded. If you can, it's pot shaped, so you could hold two plant pots in there. Here's its bottom, and it has a nice handle. Oh, place for two pots, and I don't know. This is still on my eBay store. I think your cardinals are waiting for this. The other basket that I have, and I have sold several of these type of baskets. I call them a demi-lune shaped basket. It's actually a wall pocket, demi-lune shaped, and it's made of twig. It's got the very top that I guess you would hang from your wall or your door or your patio, or I don't know. So he's the only wall pocket that I have in my eBay store right now that is wicker or twig. So you're looking for a demi-lune basket? Right here. Okay. Kitchen. You know, I bought this years ago. And I still have it in my eBay store. Now it's got 3 pegs. It's a wood composite. It does have hang hooks on the back. And I believe that I got this quite a few years ago at the Christmas tree shop. So it's red. It has, you know, some kind of it's, you know how they do that antiquing with paint. But it's still in my eBay store. And if my kitchen theme was red, I would choose this, you know, just in case you don't quite remember where you are sometimes. Okay. A tie. I don't know. Do people wear ties anymore? Does anyone wear ties anymore? This one is a vintage one. It is from Lay's Century Store out of Newport, Rhode Island. And it is embroidered. Those are yachts with their sails. And it's in great shape. Clean. And I know it's not Hermes, but it is from a now discontinued store on, what is that, Long Wharf Mall in Newport, Rhode Island. So it's gotta be somebody out there must want this. And I think we're winding down. I think I've got a few more items. Now, I've done really well this summer, or it's not even summer yet, but I've done really well with selling seashells. But I have not done well with selling my sand dollars. So I actually have two lots, or two collections of sand dollars. And these are actually vintage. Why do I say they're vintage? Because I know I picked these myself like way over 20 years ago. I have some of these at home, and I did put up in my eBay store several sets of them. Some have sold, and those two are still with me. No, I don't know why. Now, the other two items that I'm going to show you, you might have seen before if you've seen my earlier videos, and that is two items that I handcrafted. So, now I'm not taking it personally, don't get me wrong, but they're still in my eBay store. This is one of them. They are actually old shutters. Sorry about all the debris. We are in my garage. But anyway, this is one. It's a window shutter this one has been cut, and there's a, what do you call it? Wire mesh that's been put inside, and where you could probably put a potted plant, or I don't know. I'm calling these plant stands, and I had shown them in a video, way over, actually it's been probably almost 2 months. So I have a lot of watchers on both of these stands, mostly this one. This is it's just a small shutter that I put legs on. To be a plant stand. And this one, like I said, has a lot of watchers. The other one has almost as many, but you know, watchers, it's nice that it has watchers. It'd be even nicer if it sold. So, anyway, you know, the whole thing is, I've been a long time eBay seller. As we go into the summer months, I do know realistically that sales tend to slow down a bit. You know, when the graduations either have happened or are happening, people are starting to go on vacation. People are spending more time outdoors. So sales on eBay do tend to sizzle just a little. So I'm fine. I do very well nonetheless. This I know is my slower time of the year, and that's okay. The thing is that I still put plenty of new listings in my eBay store every day, and I will admit one reason for why I decided to show you some items that have already been put in my eBay store is because I'm a bit behind with getting some past episodes, items that I've shown you up into my eBay store. So I needed a little hesitation of a little less hand picking of more items. I need to get working on all the stuff that I have already shown you that need to get into my eBay store. But I usually put up listings, new listings every day. So I do invite you to go ahead and browse. And on the same note, if you have browsed my eBay store or if you have bought from me, I thank you. I thank you, thank you, thank you. It always makes my day to hear the ching ching. And I'm a stickler with getting things out. I try the best I can. Sometimes there's a day delay, but I usually get things out the next day. I know that when I buy things, I want them like yesterday. Anyway, what I'm showing you here is a sign. I hate when people have things listed as NFS, not for sale. But you know, every so often we do that. And this, at this time, is a sign that I have that's NFS. And it's mostly not for me, probably not for you, my husband. Anyway, it was fun being with you today. Let's see, I'm here in storage garage number 2 on Tuesdays. Fridays, I'm in storage garage number 1. And I would have to say, here in Maine, where I am located, vacationers or people who will begin to summer here have already arrived. So it's kind of exciting. Annoying sometimes because I can't get from point A to point B as fast as I used to. But it's nice to see the summer folks here, and I have a few private sales out of my garages coming up. So I thank you again. Visit my eBay store, ATTIC TREASURES FLEA MARKET, and until we see each other again, enjoy, have some humor, be lighthearted, and take care. Thank you.